between 3 and 5, basically. So the way I adjust that is I go to levels. After I set those points, or I don't even have to set the points, I can just move my mouse pointer up into the dark and the light areas. Let's adjust the highlights. Now, looking in the info palette is changed from 21% to 4%. So that's between the range of 3 and 5, which I have on the handout, which is good. You could even do more. You can even make it lighter. Okay? Now the dark area seems to be around 90%. So what I do in that case, if you look here, the dark slider, there's nowhere else for me to move that dark slider to make it lighter. Okay? So what I do is I move the middle slider, the mid-tone. And that will make the picture overall lighter. The dark area is lighter. Okay? So my magic number I give you is between 85 and 90%. Right now it's at 86%. Okay? And the mid-tone, in my handout I say your mid-tone should be 35 and 50. Anyone know where the mid-tone is in a photo? A mid-tone is your skin tone. Might be a neutral colored clothing like these pants. Okay? Or maybe this wall. This wall right here could be a mid-tone. Not that chalkboard though. Okay? That should be, let's look at the little boy's jacket here, or his shirt here. It's 52%. It's too high. So I need to move those midtones over even more. Okay? Now, up in my dark areas, my shadows, it's pretty much stayed dark. It's around 80, 70 something, 86. It's varying between that. Okay? I can move my dark slider over a little bit just to help it. Okay? Now, before, after. I guarantee you this one, even though it looks on screen, it may look kind of bright or nasty looking. It will print really nice on cheap paper. Okay? For your quarterly or your newsletter. And you can see the detail, but it was just like dark, yeah. But it's little things like this. Where I'm out of time. But what I do is I have, for getting a decent image from a very tiny photo or a person far away, and metadata, it's in the handouts. But let me show you one real quick thing for metadata, okay? If you want to put description information in your photos or your scans, like who, what, when, where, why, and how, okay? And you want any database program to read it, to extract it, okay? And I'm talking about high-end stuff and cheap stuff, okay? And you want to be able to print it or whenever you want. You go to File, File Info, and you'll see a field right here called Description, and that's where you can enter it. You can even enter keywords. You can enter the type. You can go nuts, but don't do that. Tags will, yes, if you were to tag this photo and they had the software to extract it, it would put those as tags, exactly, okay? But you don't automatically get it. But my whole point of sharing this with you, for your family archives, okay, if you put the information in here and you save it, the photo, this information will be saved with your photo. So anyone who knows and wants to know about your photo, they can go to File Info and they say, oh my God, here's the description. You see what I mean? Okay? Or you can just type it on top of the photo, but it might not work. Okay? And this will save with JPEG, TIFF, all the formats. Okay? Except GIF. You know, stuff on the web, when you're uploading to the web, generally it strips that information. Okay? So that's all. I hope that you learned something, you enjoyed yourselves. Please don't hesitate to talk to me with any questions that you might have. And thank you very much for coming.